All right, so for today, my plan with 3D game. We've got a basic first-person shooter so far, though keep in mind for the requirements, you actually don't need a gun or enemies. You could have a maze, for example. But there we go. We got mouse movement, we have enemies that come towards us, they freak us out. We have these star things, which we're going to have give us health in a moment. So, a couple things I'd like to add in. I'd like to add in a health bar. So this is an overlay, so it's actually going to go in the gun sprite, strangely enough. So in the draw event, at the moment, I have this orthographic projection. I set hidden to false, and I draw my gun. So also in here is where I want to draw my health bar. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to use built-in health for this, so the global health variable. So there is a draw function for your health bar. Draw a health bar, and there's tons of stuff in here. X, Y, X2, Y2, amount, background color, minimum color, max color, direction, show back, show border. All right, so what all is this stuff? Draw a health bar. Okay. X1, Y1, X2, Y2. That makes sense. So that's the two corners of the box that I need to draw on the screen. So the amount indicates the percentage of the bar that must be filled, must lie between 0 and 100. I'm assuming it's 100% of that. Background color is the background color for the bar. Min color and max color is the colors from 0 and 100, respectively. So for example, I'm going to make min color red, max color green. For an amount, in between, the color is interpolated, basically blended between the two, much the way that your sprites are blended. So finally, we have direction, which is which direction is the bar drawn. So I'm probably going to anchor mine at the bottom, so I'm going to use 3 for that. So it looks like 0, 1, 2, and 3 is what you use for direction, which is not the same as the 0, 90, so on. Background, whether it has to have a background box, and border if it has just a border. Wow, lots of stuff. So to begin with, I think I'm going to draw mine on the left side of my screen. Well, maybe I'll anchor it at the top left and then have it go down. So mine's going to be at maybe 10, 10. Let's see, X2, maybe I'll make it, I'll try 10 wide. If I don't like it, I'll change it. Maybe 110 down. The amount, 100%. Background color, black, I guess. Min color, red. By the way, C underscore and then the name of a color. These are some constants. They're built in. They're basically pre-recorded red, green, and blue values for particular colors. You could create your own and replace that here. Max color, C underscore green. Direction. What is going down again? I forget. Going down, so anchor 2 at the top. 2. Let's see, show background. I think I'm going to do false on that one. Show border? True. What does that look like? All right, there we go. Little health bar. That's kind of cool. Maybe I want to make it bigger. Another thing I could do is if I want to make it semi-transparent is I could make it partially opaque. Draw set alpha. Alpha is a value that tells you how transparent something is. Usually colors actually have 4 values, red, green, blue, and alpha. Alpha being, is it transparent, is it opaque, is it halfway in between, whatever it is. So let me do 0.5 for that. And when I'm done drawing the health bar, I'm going to set it back to 1.0. So it's a number between 0 and 1. So 1.0 is you can't see through it. 0 is you can see nothing because you see right through it. All right, there we go. Semi-transparent health bar. Boy, that's cool. And just to make sure that this actually works, hey, Pac-Man, if the distance to object obj player is less than maybe 5, health minus equals maybe 0.5. That may still be too fast. We'll see. So basically the idea is if it's close to me, it's going to do damage to me. And it's doing no damage. Why is that? Oh, you know what probably happened? One of these probably needs to be health. The health bar does. Draw a health bar. The amount, probably 100, always draws 100. Maybe I should draw my health instead. That would be useful. That's better. Okay, so correction on draw health bar. That fifth thing in, the amount, should be health, because that's what my health is. So you could give it another variable, for example. So if you wanted your own variable instead of the health one, you could put that in place there. All right, other stuff. Eventually I would probably have to put in, if you have no health, you die, etc. So how about a mini-map? So I don't know if you've noticed this, but in three-dimensional games, it's pretty easy to get lost, aka Minecraft. Where is my base? So it would be nice if we had some sort of way to orient ourselves. So what I'm going to do is, my plan is to basically have something where I hit a key, and the map draws lightly over the top of what I see. So maybe like in the upper left or something. Well, maybe in the center. I'll just draw lines relative to where the position of my player is. And basically I press the letter again to get rid of it. Oh, by the way, if you don't like that cursor in the center of your screen, that's in the global game settings, display the cursor. So right there. Another option you have is you could leave the cursor in and then change it to like a crosshair or something. It's up to you how you want to do that. So you can also change the sprite that the cursor has by default. All right, so a mini-map. That's going to be an overlay as well. So I think for now I'm going to leave this in the gun. I almost need to create another object which does all this stuff, like the health bar and the mini-map and all that. If you are going to have more than one gun object in your game, it's probably worthwhile to do that. So right now my gun, by the way, is at the wrong depth. It needs to be at -100 because I need that to draw last. Otherwise, if I put other objects in my game, they would actually not draw, even though they'd still have effects. In fact, let me pull this out just to show you what would happen. So basically, this stuff here, up through the alpha, all this stuff up through the alpha should probably go into another object, which is just going to sit there and draw. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. Create a new object. What should I call this? Draw HUD, maybe? And I'm going to set this depth to -150, so it draws after I draw my gun sprite in. And his draw event is going to do this stuff here. And he's also going to have the mini-map inside of him. So a couple things I should do. I should make sure this object ends up in the game. I don't know if you remember where we put that before, but in the create event of the player object, we create this gun object here. So what I want to do is go ahead and create somewhere where it doesn't matter the HUD object. He's not colliding with anything, so it doesn't matter where I create him. I just need to make sure that he's in the room. So that's going to actually add that object to the room. So that's in the player. The gun object is at depth negative 100. It should draw first. HUD object should draw after that. Now, I don't want to set the orthographic view twice. So before I get any further, let's make sure that that worked. So I just did a change. It's probably worthwhile checking to see if that actually still functions the way I want it to. Looks like it. Gun's still there. Health bar was still there briefly until the Pac-Mans ate me.